We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Do you also know that Hillary Clinton uses a wheelchair? Her personal vehicle has had to be outfitted with a wheelchair lift because she is not a person who can actually walk. She secretly uses a wheelchair. All those times you think you've seen her walking, she hasn't been walking. Did you know that? Did you also know that Hillary Clinton has Parkinson's disease? No, these things are true. I know they are true because I read them in the headlines. Here, I will prove it to you. Here was the shock headline on Hillary Clinton's wheelchair vehicle. Just one column over from that, there was also this seemingly competing news. Does Hillary Clinton have Parkinson's disease? The subhead there, we can all see she has some very serious health problems.
And our private media cannot fill that gap.
The media spinning lies and misinformation to try to get us off of that hot button that we're on. So.
Well, exactly. Watson's got an article out today, just how the Clinton campaign is really pushing for the media to blatantly cover up, lie, anything. They do not want to touch this Hillary's health. They think this could have the potential to derail her entire campaign.
How are you feeling, Secretary? Feeling great. Feeling great.
What happened?
It's a beautiful day in New York.
From Hillary Clinton, he says she was standing on a curb with her protective detail waiting for her motorcade. They were surprised to see her because she wasn't supposed to be leaving yet, so they had to wait for the motorcade 2 or 3 minutes. When it finally rolled up, my source says she stumbled off the curb, appeared to faint, lost one of her shoes that wound up underneath the van. Her protective detail, I'm told, helped her into that van, and then the van took off, presumably in the direction of a hospital. They grabbed her shoe and flagged down the rest of her detail. Her shoe was given to that detail who was following the other 2 vehicles, and they left Ground Zero early just moments ago because of some apparent medical episode that Hillary Clinton was suffering.
Extremely humid temperatures. She was adorned in a long-sleeved coat, a pantsuit. And so what we will see here now is her getting into the car. She was a little bit unstable there. She was a little bit wobbly. That's, I think, an appropriate word to use. You could see right there. Again, she had become overheated. I couldn't even wear what I'm wearing now to be appropriately dressed to anchor a broadcast.
It's not terribly hot today, John. It was warm. Certainly warm at the scene. But again, Hillary Clinton, my source, was 15 feet away, says she appeared to be having some sort of medical episode.
She has an unbelievably challenging, taxing schedule that would be so physically for anybody, right? Let alone somebody.
Look, this was so botched. This was so mishandled. The whole issue of transparency. And this only reinforces all the conspiracy theories.
You know, why is it that an advanced and fairly well-educated country like ours is nevertheless getting to be as susceptible to political conspiracy theories as broadly uneducated countries in faraway lands?
You okay? Keep talking. You handle it. We're not going anywhere.
Okay, here we are.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was pretty crazy because I'm standing there waiting for Hillary to, come out of her tent, and the event was already running over an hour behind. So I had a feeling that something was wrong, that maybe she was sick or having some type of an episode or something. And sure enough, I turn right around and there is a gurney, and there's, these EMS workers, but they are wearing what looks like bulletproof vests. And, I was like, is this for Hillary Clinton? And sure enough, it was the same EMS workers that my video camera guy actually caught, those people, the ambulance that was part of her motorcade, those guys came out of there. And it seemed like they tried to wheel around as to, not look too obvious, going directly out of her tent or into her tent. But they were staged right behind stage.
Right.
Waiting in the event that maybe, she might have had something happen, or maybe she fainted or fell, or, we don't know what could have happened.
that there's nothing wrong with her. I'm out on the campaign with her. Aside from that cough, she has more energy than I do, or half the press corps, which is a lot younger than her, the rest of the press corps. But the fact is that they have only made things worse.
What happened?
It's a beautiful day in New York.
Why is it that we get more and more susceptible conspiracy theories as time goes on? We don't seem like the kind of country where they would have as much traction as they do now in our contemporary era in politics. Part of the reason why we're so susceptible to conspiracy theories right now is that guys like Alex Jones make a ton of money circulating them as widely as they possibly can. They use multiple platforms. They use talk radio and the internet, and they live stream their kind of fake TV shows, and they make a very good living doing it. And they're going to be around because of it for a long time. And usually this kind of stuff has no major effect on the United States of America other than lowering our median IQ a couple of points and making us seem slightly more embarrassing on an international stage. Right? For every additional year they circulate their insane alien lizard people theories of everything, we get a little bit dumber. And that's the major effect it has on the United States of America. But this year is different.
And then the secrecy yesterday, and for an hour and a half, the press corps, the protective press pool, the pool of reporters, which is supposed to be with her just for this kind of emergency, they are kept back at the ceremonies. They don't know that they're not told that she's gone to Chelsea's apartment. Right. Then they're brought there so that we can see her coming out looking very spry.
What happened?
It's a beautiful day in New York. Are you alive?
Hugging the little girl. And then 8 hours after this first happened, they finally tell us about the diagnosis of pneumonia that occurred on Friday. I'm sorry. There is an obligation.
Hillary Clinton took a nasty fall as she boarded her plane. Yesterday, Clinton was leaving Yemen for the next stop on her Mideast tour, Oman. Secretary of State is okay this morning.
Wow.